What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be playing some Hero of Sacrifice, or Hero of Precinct One in a Mardu Sacrifice deck. And yeah, I'm just going to be having fun today. Nothing really breaking the envelope or pressing the envelope, whatever the saying is. We're not trying to do anything too crazy. I just wanted to play a fun deck and a deck all built around sacrifice, you know, because that's that's an element in the game that I really do enjoy playing. So yeah, we're gonna hop right into the deck tech or the deck breakdown, and then get right into the matches. But before we do, I want to go ahead and tell everybody thank you all for supporting the channel thus far. Furthermore, if you're new here, consider subscribing. We have a nice little community building and growing here, and it's always nice to have new people join in and share y'all's thoughts and opinions. So yeah, if you have any comments on or any suggestions, I'm sorry, rather, for this deck, future decks, or past decks, be sure to leave them down below, and leave a like if you enjoy the video. It helps the channel, helps the video, helps me, and yeah, it's fantastic. So we're gonna go and kick off this deck tech with 3 copies of Spark Harvest. Really cheap removal for either a creature or a planeswalker. All we have to do is sacrifice a creature, or we can choose to pay 5. So with late game it becomes very excellent, and early game it's still excellent because we're trying to sacrifice creatures, so sort of fits right into what we're trying to do. Now, moving us down, we have 3 copies of Footlight Fiend, a 1 mana 1/1 that reads whenever it dies it's going to deal 1 damage to any target. So pretty much your you know what you expect from a one mana creature card in a sacrifice deck. Moving us down, we have 4 copies of Hero. Another thing about Footlight Fiend, the nice thing is it actually does proc Hero of Precinct One, as it is technically a multicolored card. Anyways, whenever you cast a multicolored card, as long as this creature's on the field, create a 1/1 white human creature token. So we are running 4 copies of Hero of Precinct One. As everyone knows, she is a very popular card to get removed. We have 3 copies of Dusk Legion Zealot. Whenever it enters the battlefield, we're gonna take 1 damage and we're gonna draw a card. So worthwhile exchange, if you ask me. Moving us down, we have 2 copies of Priest of Forgotten Gods. This is gonna act as a sack outlet, or a way that we can sacrifice creatures. So card reads, whenever we tap Priest of Forgotten Gods, any number of target players each lose 2 life and sacrifice a creature. And we do have to sacrifice 2 of our creatures in order to accomplish this. Furthermore, after we do this, we're going to add 2 black mana and draw a card from our deck. So yeah, pretty awesome card. Everyone should know of Priest by now. Moving us down, we have 4 copies of Cruel Celebrant, a card that came out in War of the Spark, and I've just absolutely been loving it. Even whenever I lose to this card, I'm like, you know what, fantastic. Round of applause for the opponent, for the victor. Nonetheless, Cruel Celebrant reads, whenever Cruel Celebrant or another creature or a planeswalker you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So it doesn't seem like a huge effect, but for 2 mana, being able to get that effect down is huge. You know, most of the time it costs 4, right? That's generally the area where those kind of creatures lie, like Vindictive Vampire and Poison Tip Archer. All those kind of creatures cost usually a little bit more, so excuse me. Next, we have 3 copies of Dreadhorde Butcher, a card that I'm also really liking from War of the Spark, but hey, who isn't? Comes down with haste as a 1/1, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, put a +1/+1 counter on Dreadhorde Butcher. And then whenever it dies, it's going to deal damage equal to its power to any target. So, kind of like a like a souped up Footlight Fiend, right? Comes down as a 1/1, but it can get bigger and bigger, and instead of just dealing 1 damage, it deals its amount of power in damage. So moving us down, we have Fireblade Artist, a 2/2 with haste for 2 mana. It is multicolored, so it does proc Hero of Precinct 1, and furthermore, at the beginning of our upkeep, we can sacrifice a creature and deal 2 damage to target opponent or planeswalkers. So it is very good at getting in there and killing those planeswalkers that are sort of, you know, behind a big line of creatures, and you're like, well, I may be playing a sacrifice deck, but I don't want to just attack him stupidly. So Fireblade can help you get around that big old wall of creatures. Moving us down, we have 3 copies of Midnight Reaper to give us some solid card draw. Whenever a non-token creature we control dies, Midnight Reaper is going to deal 1 damage to us and give us a card. So yeah, fantastic there. And Tibalt and Liliana, I'm actually just testing out, as well as kind of Sorin. basically I said going into this, you know, hey, what's some planeswalkers that I think would be really good in a sacrifice deck? And Tibalt, Liliana, and Sorin are the ones that I came up with, so we're going to be trying them out here. They may make the deck a little bit slower, but honestly I've been enjoying the new planeswalkers. Liliana is by far one of my favorite, and I haven't really used Tibalt yet, you know, so I don't really know his value outside of events. You know, if you go to play Momir, sure, Tibalt could be okay, I guess. But that's far different from constructed, so we'll have to see how they go. Nonetheless, Tibalt reads as a static effect, your opponents can't gain life, which is pretty huge considering we're playing, you know, sacrifice creatures and trying to tick them down at a rather quickly to moderate speed, right? Furthermore, for -2, we can create a 1/1 Red Devil creature token with the ability of when this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. So basically, for -2, we can create a Footlight Fiend. Obviously, we're not going to get the effects from Hero, but it's still very nice. Moving us down, we have 3 copies of Mortify and 1 copy of Bedevil. There's no reason for this. There's no reason why I have 3 copies of Mortify and 1 copy of Bedevil. It's just that's how many, you know, number of the cards that I have. Actually, I think I have 4 Mortify, yeah, but 3 is fine. If it was up to me, I would probably split it evenly, 2 Mortify and 2 Bedevil, just that way you have a fair amount of removal for things, if that makes sense, like a split amount of removal. So moving us down, we have 2 copies of Judith, the Scourge Diva. Oh, you could also probably play Conclave Tribunal pretty easily in this deck, but yeah. Judith reads whenever, other creatures you control get +1/+0, and then furthermore, whenever a non-token creature you control dies, Judith, the Scourge Diva, deals 1 damage to any target. So, you know, works with all of our other sack outlets, and most of y'all, again, should know of Judith by now. Then moving us on down, we do have 2 copies of Sorin, as I think it's an awesome planeswalker just in general. I don't really think it matters if you're playing big creatures or if you're trying to play around lifelink or any of that. I just think Sorin is an excellent card. So, and then we have 1 copy of Liliana, which I said is I'm kind of play testing in the deck for now, if you will. Tibalt and Liliana, you know, may not be the best or the most streamlined, most efficient cards in the deck, but again, y'all know that I'll take fun over efficient almost any day. And then we are only running 22 lands because we have such a low curve. So yeah, that's going to do it for the deck tech or the deck breakdown, and now we're going to hop right into some matches. Alrighty, here we're in a game 1 up against Gibby. Wonder if it's the same Gibby from iCarly. oh no, oh no. That's not an okay hand. This is much better. The other hand made it look like we were playing Mardu Super Friends, right? We had 3 planeswalkers in our start hand. Land on top, yes, actually. Yes, please. So, does it really matter what we're playing here? We don't need double mana for anything, so I don't think so. So yeah. We could have went ahead and got the Footlight Fiend there, I suppose, if we wanted to shock ourselves, but I'm not a huge fan of that. Next turn, we'll probably get down Dreadhorde and Footlight Fiend. Get some extra creatures going as well, thanks to Hero. Kite Sail is going to be a bit annoying, but they kind of have to take the Mortify here, otherwise we're just going to Mortify their Kite Sail, right? So, our play continues. It's not like they got to really interrupt it any. Except for the fact that now we can't, well, we can attack with Dreadhorde, actually. Because Dreadhorde has the ability to kill Kite Sail, so if they choose to block it, we'll just get back our Mortify pretty much for free. Oh, they are going to block it. Wonderful, actually. And yeah, just give me that Mortify right back. We still got a token out of it. We got our Mortify back. For 2 mana, yeah, I'll take it. We got in a little bit of damage to their faces. Dusk Legion Zealot come down for our opponent. And another copy of Mortify. It's actually unfortunate, but we'll go ahead and play this at sorcery speed, just that way we can attack in with everything. Alright, get in the damages when you can. Don't sneeze away the fact that you have a bunch of 1/1s and a bunch of 2/2s on the field, because they can still pack a punch. You know, we're dealing 5 damage, 6 damage every turn right now with what we have on the board, so I would love to see our Liliana come out. Ooh, they're going to take the Mortify. 100% they're going to take the Mortify. They took Liliana? Why? That doesn't make any bit of sense, right? So yeah, we can just mortify the Kitesail Freebooter right back away if we wanted to, or we can throw down Midnight Reaper. If we mortify, how much damage are we dealing? I just said it a second ago, 6. And we'll create another 1/1. We'll get the Liliana back into our hand. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna take them down to half of what they're at right now. It's gonna be very difficult for them to find a way out come next turn. So, you know, I'm not quite sure why they took my Liliana there. Definitely should have took the Mortify. But you know, whatever. Maybe Gibby is still a little bit new to the game. Maybe they just had a slight error. Hell, they could have even had a misclick there, to be completely honest. That's okay either way. So yeah, they're at 6 health. We have enough damage to deal what, 2, 3. Okay, 5 plus 2 is 7. Oh, and here's a Cruel Celebrant to top off everything. So yeah, we will all attack and go straight for the face, and that's gonna be it for game 1. So, you know, hero tokens actually putting in work there. We didn't even have a reason to sacrifice them. Gibby got some really shitty draws there, I'm gonna assume. Nonetheless, we'll move on to a game 2. Froggy Cleric gonna be our next foe. Froggy Cleric, I like that. And I like this, so yeah, we're gonna keep it. And again, I'll probably save my Footlight Fiend for the turn 3 Wombo play, right? Two copies of Midnight Reaper. I don't know how I feel about that, to be completely honest. I mean, Midnight Reaper's fun, but and we do have a fair amount of other non-token creature cards in hand, so that's okay. I don't know. Let's go ahead and pay the 2 life here. If we play this, we can't play the Footlight Fiend, so I'm thinking we go Dusk Legion plus Footlight Fiend. Oh, they didn't kill my hero there. I was actually very, very much expecting them to kill hero. Maybe with like a Justice Strike. I'm very surprised right now. They have a sorcery or an instant speed spell and they're just not using it. Oh, maybe it's a seal away. Damn it, chance. I thought about that. Just a, oh, or response. Okay. Yeah. You just don't see this card that often. I know I've preached about it before because I've said, you know, hey, people really don't think about Resurgency. Like they don't play around it. So maybe they're using my own tactic against me. Who knows? This can enter tap because there's nothing we can really do with it regardless. And honestly, I kind of just want to throw this little guy down with haste, right? Get in some damages while we can. And next turn we can use Tibalt. So let's go all in. Maybe we should have thrown down Tibalt this turn. If they have like a Revitalize, that definitely would have been worth... Oh no, nothing. Alrighty. Whoa. Okay, so they're playing Jeskai. That makes more sense. I'm still not sure why they play Response Resurgency in a Jeskai deck with Karn. That I do not know about. So yeah, if we sacrifice... What is Karn at? Karn's at 3. If we sacrifice the Footlight Fiend and deal 2 damage there, yeah, I think sacrificing the Footlight Fiend's fine. And here's why. We will deal... What am I selecting right now? The Footlight Fiend? So let's go ahead and kill the Construct, and then with him, let's deal 2 to the Karn. We could have used everything on the Karn there, but I didn't want them to have the choice of what they wanted to defend. I kind of wanted to force them into what we want them to defend, right? Or that's... I don't want them to be able to choose what they kill with their 1/1 creature. I want to be able to choose what I want to attack with, if that makes sense. I don't know. That's a very confusing sentence. Nonetheless, Froggy Cleric gonna give up. What, turn 4? Yeah, gotta say, this is why I wanted to play a sacrifice deck. They're so fun, and they're so fun to to play with, because you can get a victory so quickly. Or even in the long haul games when you have 20 procs go off, you know, it's still a very, very exciting thing. Nonetheless, we'll move on to a game 3. Actually, here we are. I don't even have to edit it because I just talk and talk and talk. Nonetheless, Kazuma gonna be our next foe in this wonderful life. So, yeah, hopefully we can see our card soon. As far as I can remember, that's an important part of Magic. Oh, by the way, I would like to also say thank y'all for everyone that was so understanding about yesterday and me taking the day off. You know, it's just I'll do this, you know, or I try to do this every single day of the week, and I go to work a lot of my days of the week. This just doesn't feel like a strong hand, right? This feels like I'm ready to go late with this kind of hand. Let's mulligan. Okay, that's no. We have to throw the Celebrant to the bottom. I just now realized we don't have the mana in this hand to really sustain it. But yeah, you know, I work 2 jobs and I have a girlfriend, so like things get a bit heavy, if that makes sense. You know, just trying to deal with everything and manage everything, keep everybody happy, and try to stay ahead on everything. Really, that's the biggest pain in the ass, is trying to stay ahead on everything. So yeah, taking a day off really, it didn't get me ahead, no. But it feels good to have not had that stress for one day, so. Which it's good stress most of the time. And this is not going well. Game 3, it's looking like we may be picking up a loss here. That Thought Erasure taking my priest, plus it's not having the right lands. Maybe we should have just stuck with the first hand. They probably would have got rid of, what, Liliana with their Thought Erasure? I don't know. But yeah, I had a good day yesterday, and I hope all of y'all did as well. I apologize again, you know, for no content. However, I know that y'all all understand. So, what do we play here? Dusk Legion? I think so. Okay, so they don't have a counter spell in hand yet, at least, and Blood Crypt is actually pretty awesome. So, what can we do next turn? We can throw down Fireblade plus Cruel Celebrant if we really wanted to. Well, okay. That seems a bit expensive, right? Paying 2 mana for a 1/1 that has no effect on it, as of now. I just don't know about all that. So if we do this, we can still play Dreadhorde. So let's do that. Actually, let's play the Fireblade and the Dreadhorde. Let's get our hasty boys in. Get in the 3 damage. Raise Dreadhorde up a little bit. Next turn, we can go for the Cruel Celebrant or the Midnight Reaper. I'm not quite sure which way we want to go with that just yet. So, Ravenous Choop coming down for our opponent. How much removal do you have, actually? We've seen 3 removal cards in the... yeah, we definitely just want to kill their Choop right back, right? They just paid 4 mana, essentially, decline. Yeah, actually, let's get down to Tibalt. Here's the thing with Tibalt, is it gives us creatures that we can swing in with freely. It's not really that big of a deal if he dies either, because we're not like, you know, they're playing Dimir. The things that they can use to gain life with, like Vraska's Contempt, just aren't that big of a deal. Yeah, Cry of the Canarium is obviously, you know, pain in my ass, but not much we can do about it there. Let's try and get down the Midnight Reaper first. Okay. And yeah, we'll just keep building up our board, and hopefully they won't keep removing it. Another Cry? You're shitting me. You know, I placed all of those creatures down because I was like, all right, they just played a Cry. We should have at least 4 to 5 turns before they find another one, even in a Dimir deck, right? No, though. They just got it, apparently. All right, well, we'll save Bedevil, even though they know we have it. Okay, so they only have one card in hand. We may just go ahead and Bedevil the Augur. I know Tibalt's not that huge to keep alive, but at the same time... Never mind, what am I talking about? I'm not gonna Bedevil and Augur Bolas. Hell no. My turn? Fantastic. Hero. Now that's a reason to Bedevil, right? Because that gets us a unit. We're still gonna save it. We're gonna wait for that instant speed spelliness, right? Okay, Cry of Carnarium. Actually, that doesn't... We don't want a Bedevil, right? Because then it's just going to kill our creature. That's a little bit pointless. All right. On the bright side, though, they've used 3 fucking Cry of the Carnariums. They shouldn't have any more in their deck. Hey, and look who it is, motherfucker. Looks like I have more units available than what you can actually deal with, huh? I bet you they're getting really annoyed. They're like, come on, I've played 3 Cries. Quit rebuilding your board. And all they have is an Augur Bolas. What a sad board state. Alright, so now hopefully, ooh, and a Sorin? A Sorin? Yeah. Yes, I want a Sorin. We're not gonna +2, we're gonna minus. We're gonna get back our Dreadhorde. Now, could have been a fight to be made for getting back Priest, but I really enjoy Dreadhorde, so, and it's new, right? Who doesn't love new? Thief of Sanity coming down. Alright, so we'll have to hope for some removal here. Hey, ask and ye shall receive, right? That's how it works. Something like that. Nonetheless, Mortify is going to be excellent, and this game is probably over. Right? Probably over right here. Alright, Dreadhorde Butcher's up to 3. Things are looking slim and grim for Kazuma. 26-4. Cast down. I think they've accepted their fate. I think they have accepted their fate. So we'll throw down a GG. Yeah. No more cries. They've gotten all cried out. Alrighty. Well, game 1, 2, and 3 going just too fast with Mardu Sacrifice, and it feels really good, honestly. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. If y'all enjoyed, be sure to leave a like down below, and as always, I'll see y'all either later tonight or tomorrow. Peace.